Hello guys, here we are. Our live session starts in about 4 minutes. We're going to start the class, but we're going to give some time for people to join us. And as you can see, a different location than my normal home. It's the hot side, and probably reaching to 35 degrees today. But our flow will be about Kapha. In the hot weather, a lot of coolness and moist is evaporating. So time for us to look for anything that cools us down, keep us chilled. And so today we'll try to incorporate that in our practice. Kapha actually means phlegm, mucus, and it's one of the 3 doshas, according to Ayurveda, that we tend to be made of. And Kapha is the elements that makes Kapha are water and earth. And when it's hot, you see how things become really dry, and water is evaporating. So in the hot weather like today, we are trying to find something cool, which would be either cool drinks, food like yogurt, ice cream. So yeah, this is proper time to eat ice cream, watermelon, to cool you down, to keep you also lots of liquids to sustain the water flow, because Kapha rules the liquids in the body. So physically it is the frame, the base of our body. This is nurturing part. People who tend to have Kapha are quite heavy, well built, strong. In other terms, Kapha is the element that binds, that which binds, that which sustains. So it's connected to the moon, the emotions. Talking about water, water is connected to emotions, and in that respect we're also going to work a bit on the heart chakra, because one of the seats of Kapha is the chest, and that's where the heart is. And talking about heart, we're talking about emotions, we're talking about water. And Kapha people tend to dislike a lot of movement, but for them it's quite good to move to get any excess water retention, if they tend to retain any water out. Emotionally, they're also quite sometimes retain a lot of emotion. This builds up and they may end up being depressed. So we're going to work with Hridaya, which is heart chakra mudra. And so yes, so I'm inspired today to talk about love, which is also Kapha element, because love is the base of things to happen. Love is earth, love is sweet, nourishing, and my man today has a birthday, and because of our love we have this beautiful child which may wake up in a minute and try to join us or call me, so you may hear it. It's quite amusing. And but luckily his granny is downstairs. Hopefully we'll be able to hold him. Okay, and finally I want to say happy birthday to my man. Thank you very much. and hope you have a lovely birthday today. Yes, in terms of human development, Kapha is the baby. They're chubby, lovable, full of chubbiness and love, and you want to squeeze them. And in terms of later in life, when you become Pitta, the Pitta state is when we plan, we want things to be done. It's a typical Pitta thing. And Vata is the fun old, and we become light, we become fearful, forgetful, but also quite supposedly insightful about life and wise. So these are three stages in human life. Okay, so today let's sit on a comfortable position. You may use a block, I use books in my case. And sitting comfortably, we're going to begin with little pranayama. Shitali pranayam, to cool down, to bring moisture in the body. So if you're able to do this with your tongue, that's okay. Okay, some people can't do it. That's not a problem, because you can use your teeth to inhale. If they're sensitive, then use your lips to draw air in. So let's sitting comfortably, and we're going to do 10 breaths. So after every inhale, hold a little bit the breath, and then exhale calmly, and so we do 10. You can use Hridaya, where you roll your index finger to the base of your thumb, and then the tip of the thumb is connected to the tip of your middle finger. Okay, good. Whichever variation you go for, get ready, and in your own time, let's do 10 Shitali Pranayam. And we're going to do 3 Oms together and a Loka mantra. Inhale. Om. Loka samasta sukhino bhavantu. Loka samasta sukhino bhavantu. Loka samasta sukhino bhavantu. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Hari Om. Good. Just for a few more moments, keep your sitting position, and we're going to feel the energy coming from the sitting bones, the tailbone, and reaching out through the crown. And then for the next inhale, start from the tailbone up till you reach the chest, around the heart. Just observe that area and follow up through your arms and palms. And then for the next 3 inhales, imagine like the breath is coming through your middle of your palms, and inhalation comes to the center of your chest. Feel the front and the back of the chest, and then exhale out again through the middle of your palms. Whether you want to hold the Hridaya mudra or just normal, any mudra, or just let your hands down, it's up to you. So let's do that for 3 rounds of breath. In and out your palms. Inhale through the palms to the center of your chest. Feel the heart. And the exhalation from the heart out through the palms. And again. Two more rounds in your time. And then we're going to move the palms inside the center and press a little bit with your thumbs to feel the sternum. Good. And now we can come on to 4s for dynamic cat-cow to open the major joints. Five rounds here. And coming coming back to neutral. In my practice I use Ujjayi breath and I follow the length of the inhalation and exhalation. You can use that or just normal breath. Also, once it was very hot in the studio and the air conditioning was broken, and so we had to survive the double heat. It was in the summer day, so we used Shitali breath throughout the practice. So if you want to try that today, that's also cool. So inhale and exhale to stretch and open into the opposite hand and leg, reaching for the front and the back simultaneously. Five rounds here. And after you finish with that, we're coming into down dog. So tap the toes under, lift into down dog. One heel at a time. Lengthening through the crown. Three to five rounds in your down dog. Make sure you can't see your heels, parallel feet, hip width apart, and you lengthen the crown. And after your 5 rounds, we're coming into all the way down into Cobra. Forehead on the ground and palms underneath your shoulders, elbows pointing out. On the inhale, we lift as far as the breath is taking us comfortably, and then exhale, follow it down. Wiggle and soften the buttocks, and again. Three rounds, and wiggle and soften the bum. Third one, and exhale. The next one, we're going to lift the front and the back. Inhale, and try to reach the front and the back of the room simultaneously with your crown and your feet. Now, if it's okay with your lower, or you can play dynamically by lowering down, wiggling and coming back into it. But keep reaching the feet as if you want to touch the back of the room. Keep reaching through the crown as if you want to touch the front. 3 deep inhales and exhales here. And then soften and wiggle. Good. Now this time, if it's okay you can lift the palms off. There's a variation to interlace the fingers. Keep it that way for 3 rounds of breath here. Or again, you can be dynamic. Or if it's okay with your lower back, move the arms forward and stay there for 3 rounds of breath. Or you can combine, whichever is working for you. After 3 rounds, exhale, wiggle, soften, relax, and come into down into balasana. So big toes touching, bum to the heels, and 3 deep inhales and exhales. And when you're ready, we're coming back onto our bellies and we're going to do a deeper opening. If for some reason it's too much for you, because that will be a deeper opening here, you can stay in Sphinx and that's fine. Pressing the elbows into the floor, shoulders down, so not here, away from the ears. Okay, so if you want to come with me, so from here, and one at a time, you can do it in stages. Flex the foot and start opening the chest, the upper body is following. Then eventually you might want to stretch and feel that you're lifting higher the thigh and lowering down. So that will be one variation. You can play it dynamically by inhaling and exhaling, or hold it for 3 rounds if it's comfortable. Those of you who know where you are and you need a bit more extra, then both forehead on the ground, then flex the feet away to lift the upper body and open the chest. Now you can also play it dynamically by lowering down and then inhaling up, or if you want to go, lift the thighs off. Here we go. Into bow, rocking onto the hip bones. 3 rounds of breath here. Soft face, soft tongue. Those of you who are more able to do it for that variation, observe where you are like a silent witness. Exhale, come into balasana. Three rounds of breath here. Talking about baby. Baby Storm is awake. And you can hear him now. Excellent. Okay, so let's come into down dog. And then from there, walk to the front, coming up for 3 rounds of sun salutation, your variation. Inhale, arms raise. Oops. Exhale. second round. And the third round, I normally mix it up. You can continue with your flow or have a different variation. Inhale. And we all meet in Tadasana. And feel that you're inhaling through your middle of the feet all the way up to the crown, and exhaling out through the middle of your palms. Three to 5 rounds here. Inhaling through the middle of your feet, out, all the way up to the crown. And then exhaling out through the middle of your palms. And then after 3 rounds, back into the heart, breath into your sternum and shoulders down. Now, on the next inhale, exhale, we're going to go for pyramid. So just move the right foot forward and the other one hops hip width apart, pointing the same direction. And a reminder, my right on your screen is left because it's a mirror image. So let's see. Now there's a variation. You can do reverse prayer and then start flexing in the hip, lengthening through the crown but pressing into your feet, or just hold the waist, gazing the floor. You can interlace the fingers you can have come onto your fingertips and exhale. Of breath here. Gently soften the front knee if you need to, but press more into the floor with your feet. Down. And when you're ready, going through the flow, so back into down dog. Knees, chest, chin. And back into down dog. Inhale and exhale. The other foot comes forward. The back hops closer, pointing the same direction. And here we go again. Whichever variation you want to use. Reverse prayer. Or interlace the fingers and come forward deeper. That means you need to work to open the toes, press into the ground, and cascade your upper body gently forward. After 3 rounds or so, ready to go back into your flow. Down dog, into plank, knees, chest, chin, and down dog. On the next inhale, exhale, we're going to go for warrior 1. 3 rounds of breath in warrior 1, okay? So right foot comes forward. Back foot is 45 degrees strong. Press into your floor and come up. Bend the front knee so it's 90 degrees. Palms can be together or apart. Shoulders away. 3 rounds of breath here. Just observe how you feel, what do you think, how your monkey mind is. Yeah. And just observe it. Soften the tongue. Gaze is soft. After 3 rounds, inhale, exhale into the flow. A whole inhale, exhale into down dog. Before you move the left forward and then come up. Now there's a variation. You can lift the back heel up, so that helps you to get a deeper lunge. Also, for those who want extra edge, you can lift to come on the ball of your front foot. That's an extra edge. Okay? Back foot on the ground, the front foot lift, depending which one you want to go for. 3 rounds of breath here. Soft gaze, soft breath. Exhale when you're ready, down dog, through vinyasa. breath in down dog. And then warrior two. Right foot forward. Come into warrior two. Inhale, lift. Exhale, open to the side. So the hips are also open to the side. Shoulders down. Gaze the middle point, middle finger. Again, like a silent witness. Strong, sturdy structure. So that's kapha. But internally you're soft. And you're just observing the whole process for 3 breaths. After 3, coming down to do the flow. You can do a full upward dog instead of cobra. And back into down dog. Ready for the other side. Into warrior two. Don't forget the 90 degrees, the back foot. Maybe I should show you this way, so that you see the back foot is rooting and is strong. Then you go to open. Okay. After 3 rounds, exhale into your flow. Whether you want knees, chest, chin, cobra, or as I said, upward dog. Back into good. Now we're going for warrior three. So right foot forward, hop the back foot, and whether you want some blocks, you can come onto your fingertips here. Find the hip is coming on the front foot, hip in line with knee, in line with ankle, and then the weight moves on the front foot, so you can lift the back but flex the back foot. Press as if you are pressing the back of the room, then extend out through the crown like you want to reach the front of the room. Maybe that's fine. Oh, coming to T shape. Arms can be beside you or in front of you. So gently coming to, so balance is initially very important, gazing on the floor, coming up, and if you want to challenge your balance, then you can go extend the arms forward. After 3 rounds, we're coming up, exhale, and when you're ready for the other side, through vinyasa, inhale, exhale, down dog, knees, chest, chin, back, and then either walk or jump to the front, hop, ready for the left side. Extending, the back foot is flexed. Maybe it's better like that. Maybe not. Okay, so there you go. And then coming up to
So equally extending the front and the back of the body, as well as pressing into the floor. Here, 3 rounds of breath. Shoulders away from the ears. When you're ready, inhale, lift. Back into Tadasana. Deep inhale, exhale here. And if you want to stay in Tadasana, that's fine. Otherwise, Vinyasa. And then right foot comes forward. We're going to do a twist here. Back heel is up. Let me do it this way. So we come to 90 degrees. Back heel is up. And we twist. So we turn to face the inner side. 3 rounds of breath again, just observing how you feel the breath, and structure is strong, but internally you're delicate, you're light, you're soft. Okay. Okay. 3 rounds, exhale. Into Vinyasa here. Breath and down dog. Before you go for the other side. 90 degrees angle. Back heel is up. And then ready to extend and reach the front, the back of the room, the up and the down, the ceiling and the floor. Observing for 3 rounds of breath. When you're ready, exhale down through Vinyasa again. And back into down dog, and then Balasana to soften and relax. So feel when you breathe in Balasana, feel your heart, your front and the back of the chest. Good. For 3 rounds of breath. And when you're ready, then we lift to down dog. We're going for pigeon. Right knee comes forward. Make sure your hips are square so you're not tilted to the side. Come onto your fingertips. And exhale forward to surrender. Keeping the hips square. If you can support that hip to be able to, so it doesn't tilt to the side, so keep it sort of in the right direction. And surrender. Deep inhales and exhales here. if you're really open and it needs more extra in the hips, then you can move that shin to come a bit more parallel to your mat, I suppose. But the idea is to not to go, so there's no destination, there's always sensation, how we feel into that moment, into that posture. So sturdy. Breath. If you can't breathe, move to a position which is allowing you to breathe better. That will always be the clue to tell you how far you can go into a posture at a particular moment. Right, so when you're ready, move the palms underneath your shoulders and lift off your pigeon. We're going to go for a twist in pigeon. So if you have the shin open wide, please put it back. Okay, come onto your fingertips to adjust and keep this hip square. And then when you're ready, the left elbow comes in front, or for some of you maybe outside of your right knee. So the left elbow, make the hand into a fist, palm is open fingers, and the palm presses into that fist. Keep the fingers open, then press to lengthen the spine, lengthen through the crown, and then start turning over the shoulder. And that's a twist. The more you work the elbow pressing into the ground and the palm pressing into the fist, the more you'll be able to keep lengthening the spine. Also the back foot is into the floor. Good. One more breath here. Look down to the ground. Exhale into down dog. One inhale, exhale here. Before we move the other foot, bend the left knee into your left, towards your left thumb. And go with pigeon, whichever variation. You want to go for. So you can have Sphinx arms, also gradually working your way to the full surrender into pigeon. And when you're there, just observe this beautiful surrender, opening in the hips. Releasing tension. Getting heavy. Softening on the ground. As many breaths as you need to. And if you want to come for a twist, put your palms, if the shoulders lift on inhale, and then exhale, the opposite elbow comes to the knee or outside of the knee, but press the elbows rooted into the ground. Fist, and then on top of that fist is the palm. Spread open your fingers and press into that fist. Back foot is pressing into the top of the back foot is pressing, and then extend out through the crown. Beautiful twist in pigeon. Three rounds of breath here. And And when you're ready, look down to the front, the ground, and exhale into down dog. Take a deep inhale, exhale here. And then you're ready to come and roll onto the floor for bridge. Have your knees into your chest, just to squeeze a little bit to massage the lower back if you need to, and allow the chest to open and spread by letting go of the shoulders to touch the floor. And then we go for bridge. Parallel feet, hip width apart. Gradually inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. Or for 3 rounds like that. Or you can hold the bridge for 3 rounds. A variation to interlace the fingers and lift further the sternum. Also hold the ankle, some people are able to do that. Keep going further by pressing the feet into the floor and keep the knees parallel, so don't open them to the side. Three rounds of breath here. Exhalation, take you down, vertebrae by vertebrae. Hug your knees into your chest. And variation, if you want to go for shoulder stand, if you know where you're going, you can do it in stages. Come into bull, flex, wait for the breath to be even, to be soft, so there's no gasping, there's no blood rushing into your head. It's all balanced, and then you start lifting through the tailbone. Press the palms, the fingers at the lower back, soften the feet, and allow the blood to start flowing down. So those who are new or have problems with the neck, maybe it's good to find a wall and just lift your legs up the wall. Okay. And in your own time at home, do this practice as long as you're good to drain the liquids, lymphatic draining, the blood and all that retained water that normally stays in the legs and arms, to release some of that. Observing the breath is soft, it's even. When you're ready to go for plow, then we move the feet further behind the crown, extending energy out through the tailbone, and you can have plow. Again, check you're able to breathe, because if you're gasping, then bend the knees, support your lower back. There we go. Extend energy out through the tailbone. And get the breath to be normalized before you go further. in your own time. We're moving into Goddess. Feet are together and knees are open. Bend the elbows and slide the arms beside your head, palms facing up, and allow the whole of the back to surrender on the ground. Take deep inhales and exhales here, even maybe side to side, just a little bit of movement in the hips to release more the knees closer to the ground. Deep inhales and exhales. Really open and surrender. And check the chest, your heart area. Check the inhalation going there, lifting the rib cage, the front, the back of it. And visualize the heart in that space and how you feel. Are you able to surrender, to soften, to let go if there is any tension in the heart center? Then we move to fish. Sit on your palms, straighten the legs. So the legs come straight. You sit on your palms, elbows press the floor, and then the crown is touching the ground. Massaging the thyroid. Again, opening the sternum, the chest. As I said, that's the seat of Kapha. And that's where we normally get mucus. So by opening the chest, we release the mucus, any tension there, any blockages. And when you're ready, begin to surrender all the way down into Shavasana, becoming still. Open the legs to the side, feet apart, palms facing up. The head is central, so if you have any ponytails, remove them to feel the whole of the head, the back of the head, pressing into the floor. And begin scanning the body for any tension. Check your feet, calf muscles, buttocks are soft, lower back, the middle back, the upper back is soft. Adjust. So if you need to bend the knees, keep them together but open the feet wider. So there's a variation that you can soften the lower back if there's tension. So whatever needs to be adjusted, do it so that you can Be comfortable on the floor. Then take a deep inhale, our breath. And feel yourself heavy. As many out breaths as you need to. Checking the chest area, really opening. Soft in the chest. Shoulder blades and the shoulders, the arms, everything. Good. And then just observe any sounds around you, any sensations, feelings, emotions. Observe the thoughts, like a silent witness. Check your tongue is soft in the mouth. And become aware of the breath. And just listen to your breathing. Gradually begin to wiggle your toes and your fingers. And the head from side to side. Gradually coming up to sitting. And keeping that stillness within you, we're going to do 3 arms together. And the Loka mantra. When you're ready, in your time, inhale.
Loka samasta sukino bhavantu. Loka samasta sukino bhavantu. Loka samasta sukino bhavantu. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Hari Om. And hands in prayer in front of your heart. Thank you. Okay. Thank you guys for coming by today. I hope this practice was okay for you. Let me know how. And I'll see you next Sunday. And there is an option here says that I can bring you on camera. I'm gonna try it, see if it works. Let's see. Ah, yes. Good. I think that's a new option, so I wanted to check. But alright, so let me know how it was. Practice your Shitali breath and cool down, keep in the shade, have watermelons and ice cream and wow, yogurt, whatever. So yeah, enjoy the summer. See you next time. Much love. Bye bye.